Hello, ladies and gents. How's everyone doing on this beautiful Saturday?
We are live.
We are live, hanging out with JoJo, hanging out with Edwin, hanging out with the whole community here on this beautiful Saturday.
What
Coast to
up?
Coast Comics. Can you hear me, Edwin?
I can hear you perfectly. Sir.
Let me pull up the chat here. JoJo, how you been lately?
I've been good. Busy but good. And I'm excited to be here. How about you?
Well, busy as well. It's just
Yeah.
like gotta put those 40 hours a week. It's just crazy,
Mm-hmm.
just like Edwin does too. Edwin, how you been lately, man?
Good man. I haven't done a day's work since school ended, guys. I'm a full-time student, and since the semester ended, I like to just chill out at the house and read a bunch of comic books.
Oh, that sounds amazing.
Oh, it's the life. Definitely the life. What is up, everybody in the chat room? Do I got to take the reins of Jeff since he's not here?
I'm trying to pull it up right now, but
I got
feel
you,
free,
bro.
sir. You can be the moderator right now.
We got Perry Comics in the house. My man Dan Piercy, Prowler 671, Victor Olan, Captain Comics, Mr. Garo, my man Stay Puff, Jaguar. What is up, guys? Thank you for joining us on Coast to Coast Comics. Almost said Buyer Pass. I almost messed up, said Buyer Pass. Right. What is up, everybody? Thank you for joining us tonight. Epicurean Eye Relief. What is up?
So for the second time right now, JoJo, PopDotComix is in the house. JoJo, we appreciate you taking time from your busy schedule to hang out with us, coast to coast.
Oh, I love this show. I love being on here. So thanks for having me.
Well, we really do it like that, and I'm humble for you to accept an invite for the second time. So
Heck yeah.
the first time you were on the show, I wanted to say that I missed something, and you are the creative, not the creative, but how can I put it into words here? There it is. It's just I'm having a brain fart. But you work for the UFC. You do all the editing videos for the show for UFC.
Actually, I don't really do it for the show. I do it for like all the promotional materials. So a lot of like
Sorry,
the TV.
guys.
What's that? Oh no, that's fine. You don't have to apologize. Yeah, a lot of like the TV promotional spots and a lot of the stuff you see like on Dana White's Instagram is a lot of it's me. So yeah, keeps me pretty busy. But I love it. It's really fun. And every once in a while, I get to see a couple of the fighters walking around, and they're all pretty cool. A lot of them are down to earth, and it's just a cool work environment overall. But yeah, yep. Post production. I've always been into post production. It's kind of a crazy story how I started working there because like I was doing a lot of like live production for like sports events. So out in LA, so like I did some stuff for LA Galaxy and just a lot of like MMA events, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu tournaments for the Worlds down in Long Beach. I don't know if you guys know that, but yeah, I started off doing all that stuff, and then I got with my boyfriend, and he was like, "Hey, I'm gonna move to Vegas because I got an opportunity out there." And I was like, I don't know if I want to go out there. A lot of the video work is out here in LA, so why should I go to Vegas unless I want to do like wedding videos, which there's nothing wrong with, but I was like fine doing the sporting stuff, and then it occurred to me that UFC's out there, so I gave that a shot, and it worked out pretty good. Actually, it was a lot easier getting a job out here than LA, obviously, because a lot of the competition out there is so crazy. But
yeah, I bet.
yeah, But yeah, that's how I ended up here in Vegas. And with the UFC.
That is
pretty
awesome.
dope. That's pretty
Yeah.
dope. And, I'm pretty sure it's hot as hell out there. Just the same way it is
You know
here
what?
in Florida.
It's not actually. It's this whole week. Actually, 2 weeks now. It's been cold out of nowhere. So I don't know why, but it's been rainy.
But what's cold though? Because you might be used to 110, and then it gets down to like 80, and then you're freezing because you're so used to the hot.
That's true, but I would say like nights are like 50 to 60.
Yeah.
And then days aren't so much like cold, but it's always overcast. I guess that's what I mean. Like it's rainy, gloomy. But yeah, it's just weird because it should be like really hot right now, and it's not. Which I don't mind, but I feel like we're gonna get punished for that later.
Don't say that. That's
Yeah.
what you want to say.
I noticed that when I was in California for training, like during the day it's like 110, and then at night it drops down to 50, and it's
It's so
freezing.
extreme.
It's
yeah.
the biggest difference, you know, in the weather. And at night it's freezing cold in the desert. And I guess that's what Vegas is, right? It's kind of the desert out there.
Oh yeah. It's weird. Like the mountains over here still have snow on them, so it's odd.
Serious?
Yeah, I was looking at that today, actually. But yeah, hopefully, I don't know. I do like the heat. So, I'm Mexican. I like the desert. I like that heat. But I don't feel as comfortable in the cold. But it is what it is. It'll get hot soon.
But it's the dry heat. Like you can take dry heat, but once it gets to here in San Antonio, especially in Florida, that wet, nasty, humid
heat.
Heat.
God, no, I can't stand that. No. And then my hair frizzes like crazy.
And then
and that's what happens when you and like this, and you gotta put a hat on. It's bad. It is bad here in Florida, dudes.
Oh yeah, it's bad in Florida too. Yeah, I remember going there.
Like as soon as you walk out your house, you're already sweating. Like 2 steps out the house, you're sweating. Like, God dang, I hate this.
You have no idea.
I can't do it.
Can't do it.
I can't do it.
Hey man.
Hey, so Rod, I wanted to say what's up to a couple people in the chat, my man.
Do it, brother.
So we got Epicurean Eye Relief. Carolina Chris said he wanted to stop by for a little bit before he goes out to eat. Got Lady Fantastic. Yo, she says Perry Comics is back. He had to guess step out and came back in. Geeks, Drinks, and Comics. What is up? Thank you for joining us. And right here at the end, Kachung says, hey, everyone. Everybody in the chat, thank you for joining us tonight.
And Fictional Reality Arts is the one that put out the new
there we go. Yeah.
CRX. I'm working on that, brother. So we got that out the way, guys. Now we could talk about movies, trailers, and I know someone that's seen Brightburn.
Whew.
Yep, guys, you must watch that movie. Like right off the bat, you need to watch that. Like straight up, it's so good. If you're a Superman fan, like it's right up your alley. Oh, I shouldn't say that because it does have a lot of horror in it, which I didn't think they would go that far with certain. I don't want to spoil anything, but I guess I can a little bit. No, I shouldn't, huh?
No, you could just give us an idea because I know it's based on from what I read, it's like based on Bruce Wayne's idea that Kryptonian could destroy the entire planet. That's what.
Just think of it as a what if story, I guess. What if Superman was evil? And it even does the whole everything about the story is just kind of flipped on its head. So it's still in Kansas, and it's instead of Clark Kent, I believe his name's Brandon Byers or something like that. So it's still even the alliterations there, just like they do with Superman and Lois Lane.
The double letters.
Exactly. They do that with this too, is Brightburn and then his name, and it's you know, he lands in the field, and then his parents find him. They're wanting to have a kid, and they can't, and they find this little baby boy. And then you don't actually see all that. It's kind of like a flashback thing, but I mean, that's as far as I'll say with spoilers. But yeah, it gets pretty dark pretty fast. And it's really cool, though. And, you know, the special effects, I really like the way they did it with this movie because it's not overdone. And some of them are practical effects, too. So they did a good job of, like, mixing both. So I thought it was so well done, well acted, too. I think the casting was on point. The little kid did such a good job, too. So I highly recommend.
So,
But
what
yeah.
do you think? Is it going to be a comic book or something? Or
It'd be cool if it was. Honestly, I can see them making more movies for sure. It'd be cool if they even went as far as to do like a dark universe, like something along the lines of like the M. Night Shyamalan movies, like what he tried to do with that. That would be really cool. But I think they're trying to see how well this movie does first, and then maybe they'll move forward with that. But yeah, I could see it being a comic as well.
And like you said though, a lot of the reviews and ratings are coming in not that great.
Yeah, it's like
It
at
sucks.
58%. Yeah. So
Really sucks, but it does sound like it could be a universe building movie. Like he's not the only
definitely.
one. There's other kids or other people out there with whatever. I haven't seen it. I'm gonna go watch it tomorrow. I'm excited as heck to go see it. You got me even more. You have me even more excited to go see this movie. I can't wait.
Yeah, it's really good.
and that's what it's all about, guys. Because you know we just here hanging out. JoJo hit us with the movie, make us want to watch it, and everyone's gonna go watch it tomorrow. And
I mean, if you like the superhero genre and don't mind horror, you'll love it. But I don't know if you'll like it if you don't like horror, though. That's the thing.
And that, like I told you, I am not a scary movie fan. I hate haunted houses, but it's a superhero, comic kind of movie.
Yeah, you might
related.
still like appreciate what they did with it and how they like flip things around. So,
am I going to sleep at night? It's the question, JoJo.
Maybe. I don't know what your threshold is.
Am I going to hear a noise?
As long as my wife holds me, I'm fine.
If I hear a noise in the middle, in the middle of the night in my house, am I going to wake up thinking about this movie?
I would say probably.
Like paranormal activity.
Oh, damn it.
Damn.
It's pretty scary. I thought it was.
Really? All right. So on your JoJo scale, from a 1 to a 10, scariness for people that are watching right now that want to watch this movie.
So as a super villain / superhero origin story, it's probably at like a 8, and then at a horror level, it's probably like a 7.5, 7.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty dark. I'm going to sleep tonight, guys, or watch it.
Oh God.
Hey, man.
I'm still gonna go watch it. To heck with it.
I know you will.
You should.
I won't sleep for a few days. Whatever.
It's gonna be worth it.
I don't work anyway.
It's gonna be worth it.
I'll sleep during the day. Daylight.
Keep the lights on. Yeah.
Well, that's what I do when my wife is gone. I leave the lights on because I don't know what's gonna happen. I do it. I'm telling you, I ain't lying. But with that being said, people in the chat, anybody has a question for JoJo? Any questions for her right now? Before we move forward, is what I'm trying to say. Any questions for JoJo? And we can keep on going here and talk about a bunch of other things. If not, the hell with that. Then we go on to.
Ooh, do you know
that? that trailer, JoJo, it. I know
It?
everyone's seen it.
Oh my god.
Woo!
What
That one
trailer?
freaked me out.
Which one?
It.
It,
It.
Nope, haven't seen it. Nah, good. Good.
man.
Oh my god.
Nah.
The old lady legs.
Hey,
I could not believe that.
this
Like,
is
was
the
not
closest,
expecting that.
that's the closest I get to it right there.
Oh,
That's
was
it. No.
Yeah, that's coming up.
Nah, I can't do. I told you I don't do scary movies. The only reason I'm gonna
I
watch
don't.
Nope. Nope. I didn't watch the original one, and I'm not gonna watch this one or It 2 or It The Return. I don't care what they call it. Not doing it, man. Nah.
Yeah, I mean that trailer alone was freaky.
Haven't seen it. Haven't seen it.
The old lady legs.
The old lady.
That's what Georgia said. Georgia's like, you see the legs? I was like, oh
Ugh.
man.
Ugh, I was not expecting that at all. So, yeah. But yeah, I'm excited for that. That should be good. Yeah, I liked the first one, but I thought it was overhyped, honestly. It was good. It just seemed like something I've seen before. Being a horror fan, like you see a lot of movies like that. So I didn't understand like what all the fuss was about. But yeah, this one does look pretty good because I think it's going to be darker, scarier. I think they're going to raise the stakes as well. So definitely going to be awesome to watch.
It's gonna be epic.
Yeah.
I'm excited to watch it.
Nah.
And
I'll take
I'm
your
gonna
word
watch
for it,
it.
guys.
I'm gonna watch it. I don't know, one way or the other, I'm gonna watch it. But we are gonna talk about Deceased.
Oh yeah, Deceased. That was fun.
DC.
That's
What
the
did you think,
closest I
Edwin?
get to It right there. That's it, man. This cover is amazing.
Yeah.
I like all the covers, honestly. They're really cool for that.
That was the only one I picked. I picked up 2 copies of that the movie horror homage.
Mm-hmm.
I like that one.
I got the Matina Batman one.
Oh, where he's kind of ripping away at his his
Mhm.
face looks zombified.
Yeah.
Why you had to upgrade us? Why you had to upgrade us and I buy the regular cover, you gonna go buy the Bettina. Why?
But dude,
I gotta get the scary one.
You can't pass up on like a Matina regular cover price variant either.
Exactly.
You can't do
Exactly.
that. And then this one, these horror homage covers, they're Yasmin Putri covers.
Putri.
Putri. They're all like she's gonna do the whole run on it.
Yeah. I saw that. I don't know if it's out already or it's gonna be out. The one that looks like the Nightmare on Elm Street cover.
Yeah, she's doing that. I don't know if that's number 2 or 3.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but that one looks cool. Probably try to get that too.
Yeah, I'll definitely be grabbing those. I liked it.
Yeah.
But,
What did
you
you
know-
think about the story?
I liked it. I like it's a different take on kind of a zombie story. Like everybody, when this came out, everybody thought, hey, this is going to be another Marvel Zombies. But it's not. It has zombie aspects to it, but the way these people get the virus is different. You know, so I kind of dug that because we're always while we're streaming, I'm on my phone looking at my phone. And if that's the way that we're getting this virus, shoot, the whole world is effed. We're all going to get the virus. So I like that part of it.
But it was pretty neat to see it at the very beginning when Wonder Woman puts the lasso around dark side, and just puts them right through there. That was like, whoa!
Yeah,
what really happened?
Yeah, it starts off with a bang for sure.
Yeah,
I like that too. It was a little weird trying to like understand how the whole, like, how does it actually pass on? Like, you watch your screen and then you get zombified, I guess. It's a little weird, but I think it's one of those types of horrors where it's like way over the top, but it's fun, you know? Like, it's cool to see it go down. Like, I don't know. That's what I thought about it as, like a horror movie.
but Batman's such a douchebag because he already planning in his head, and everyone's looking at him, Superman and Flash like running around, and he just Batman's just like,
Yeah,
you know,
and like what Dan Piercy says, like the middle part with Cyborg and Apocalypse, it did have weird art. The artwork was a little lackluster at some parts.
Yeah, that part was a little funky looking.
Like there's a part in there with I can't even remember their names now, but he showed it to me, and I'm gonna pull it up now. But it does,
cool, brother.
It does have some weird artwork in it, but just the story kind of it does justice with the story. I liked it. It might not be for everybody, I guess. Where did it go?
I know, like the end panels were really well done. I liked that.
So if you look at that right there, like look at her head compared to her neck and the rest of her body.
Yeah,
there's some weird artwork, and I give it, but I still enjoyed it. Like here's the or where Cyborg's on Apocalypse. It doesn't look the best, and I don't know who did the artwork on the inside. I think it's by different people too.
It's from Major X.
No, it's not. So DC's been doing this a lot, where they'll have like 3 or 4 different artists working on the inside of a book. Like page 1 through whatever is done by this artist, and page this through this. So
why do you think they do that? That's kind of weird, right?
I know. I don't understand. It looks like James Herron is doing all those pages. So all the crappy pages are done by James Herron. I'm sorry to poop on him. But yeah, there you go. James Herron.
Good to know. Gonna add him on Twitter.
And tell him Comic Jabroni says your artwork wasn't good.
Oh man. It's pretty dope. If you keep going through the issue, you see like Cyborg and all that stuff, and they're ripping out the freaking thing out.
Yeah, it was fun. I thought it was cool. Like, yeah, maybe the story was a little weird, wonky at times, but I mean, it's still cool. It's fun to see all that.
Yeah,
I like how when they get infected by that what is it, the life, I can't remember the name, but they're like trying to get it out of their heads by just ripping their face.
Yeah.
Like, dang, man, they went over the top with the story. I guess you kind of have to, right? Every zombie story has been told. There's nothing new.
Yeah,
they came up with something new. They came up with something new in the DC universe.
It's like a B horror.
Yeah. Like one of those
horror comic.
Like cheesy 70s, 80s horror movies.
Super fun though. Like, I don't know. I like that.
Point. Very well said, guys. And actually, it's just some crazy news like in DC. I mean, I'm sure you guys seen it. Tom King.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Oh yeah.
Whoa, man.
I really can't say because I haven't been reading newer books. So, but I heard about the controversy and everything. But
well,
yeah.
I can see why. I mean, lately he's been. I don't know. I heard he's been fired at the MegaCon and all this stuff. I've been hearing things lately. So, but just
So I had a rant. I kind of ranted about it on my Thursday, New Comic Book Day pickups video. But to find out, I think it was yesterday or early this morning on Twitter. He is writing a 12-part mini or maxi series for DC called Batman Catwoman. It's coming out January of 2020. So that is going to be wrapping up his story.
Interesting.
So he finishes off with Batman 85 instead of going to 100 and whatever, 3, I think it was. And then he'll be taking up the mantle on that Batman Catwoman max or 12-part miniseries story.
So what do you guys think of his writing for Batman? It's bad.
I wasn't a fan. It was so bad to me. Not to everybody, to each his own. But to me, on Batman, he wasn't as good. Like Heroes in Crisis, I really dug Heroes in Crisis. He wrote that. But the Batman, it was all over the place.
On point.
Which one?
Yeah.
Mr. Miracle.
Oh yeah. And I have that one. So, but man, I don't know. Batman, I dropped it. It was on my pull list, my sub buy, and I dropped it. I haven't picked up like the last 5 issues or so.
Hmm.
And we talked about that before, Edwin. And I was like, I'm gonna drop it, and for a reason for me to drop it be right now, unless a new creative team and all that stuff.
Vision,
New
Lady
writer.
Fantastic. Yeah, she said, dude, I love King's Vision run. Vision was great too. I think he did though that. I think it was a 12-part miniseries. It was really good too. If you can find that, find the trade on that Vision story. It is an awesome story about Vision with his family, and I think that you get the first appearance of Viv Vision, his daughter, in that first issue, which is it's a hot, that's a hot issue right there. That's a key.
Do you think
So
he's just better at like shorter stories, like shorter
yes,
arcs?
I saw that on Twitter. Somebody else had put that on Twitter. He's just better at 12 issue miniseries.
Mm-hmm.
But
Interesting. Yeah, I haven't read new Batman, new anything really besides Deceased. I just picked up randomly. Obviously, the horror art pulled me in. But yeah, I go digging in the long boxes a lot. So it's all older stuff. But yeah, I heard all about all that, and seems like some people like it, some people don't like it. I don't know. That's good to hear what you guys think.
Well, that's what we think, and
Mhm.
the chat feels the same way. And there's a question you brought up, Jojo, when we were going back and forth. And since it's con season, right?
Oh yeah.
There's gotta be stories out there at your LCS or at the con and all that stuff. I have
Mhm.
an experience I went through at MegaCon this past weekend. Well, not this weekend, but last weekend. But
Do tell.
well, do tell, right?
Mhm.
Man, it kind of sucked.
Aw.
Edwin, you there?
I'm here, brother.
All right. So yeah, so I was out there hunting for the Tomb of Dracula #1.
Mhm.
And so I go out there and I find a book, and book is great, and I want to buy it for a friend of mine. So I get the book, I go to the vendor, I go, here you go, sir, I want to buy it, and all that good stuff. I'm trying to have a conversation. This is like the worst experience ever at a con, because he just goes, he's not acknowledging me at one point.
Ugh.
Mm.
He just has his head down. I give him the book. This is what he's doing.
Oh.
So I give him my card, and he's just swiping it, and he just goes, "It's not working."
What?
And yeah, that's what he's doing. He has his head down the entire time. It's not working. I'm like, I just bought comics 5 minutes ago, and I go like this to my shirt, and I clean the card, give it back to him, and he goes, "It's not working." So I go around the corner about 30 minutes later, and I'm hanging out with Steve Whiting and Comic Swerve and White World Comics, and I find the book for like $5 cheaper. I bought it for 40 bucks for
See?
my friend, and he swiped the card and went and purchased.
There you
It's
go.
like, I
That's
mean,
called comic karma.
exactly.
There
Yeah.
it is. Comic karma, man.
Yeah.
So
It is a thing.
that was my worst experience at a con, because I never experienced anyone like declining my card.
Yeah. I've had some interesting experiences myself at cons. One with a creator, which was awful, and another one was with just other people digging in the boxes. So the first story was I had, and I've mentioned this in my channel before. I met Howard Chaykin, and I wanted to get my Star Wars book signed, and he looked so perturbed the whole time. The whole time I was there. But actually, to backtrack, I was in line first, and like there was only one or two people in front of me, and he just kept talking and talking. He knew I was waiting, but I was patient. I didn't like get mad or anything, but it seemed like once those people were gone, like he started looking for people to talk to, like he didn't want to be signing or something. So luckily the lady next to him, who I guess was his handler, I don't know how that works, but she had to like tell him like, hey, you have somebody here, like let's get this thing going. And finally he took my comics and he's like, so are these your comics or his comics, to my fiance? And then I was like, oh, they're mine, why? And then he goes, oh, you just have terrible taste, that's all. And I'm like, whoa. And it was Star Wars 1, like
That's what he said to you?
yeah, he said that to me. He's like, you
Dang.
just had terrible taste, that's all. I'm like, okay. And I just like laughed it off because I thought he was kind of joking at first, but then his face looked so serious, so I was really confused. And I was like, oh well, I like this book, I like, you know, the old school feel of it. And then he was like, ouch, yeah, I don't know why you're bringing me this book. And I guess he just doesn't like a lot of his older stuff. I didn't ask him, I just didn't even want to talk to him after that. But at the time I had I had a little like selfie stick with my camera because I was filming, and that was like what I was using as kind of like a stabilizer a little bit, just because my hand's super shaky. And I had set it down while he was signing, and then I left, but I forgot that I had left it there, right? So I come back immediately. I'm like, oh, I forgot this. So I grab it, and he's like, oh yeah, go ahead and take your little selfie stick, you narcissist.
Damn.
Yeah, I was like, what? Okay, wow, I'm never gonna have you sign another book again, ever. And I'm probably gonna sell these too. But yeah, it was awful. It was awful. And
like that's not how you treat fans. It doesn't matter what you think of your older stuff. Like somebody went out of their way to buy your creation, you know, your artwork, and then you treat them like that.
yeah, it was
He lost
horrible.
a fan, he lost money. Then you're gonna go out on these shows and you're gonna tell your story, and other people are gonna say, "To heck with that guy." Like, man, that's messed up.
Yeah, it sucks because like every time I look at that book now, it's like, oh, I need to sell that. But yeah, I mean, everyone else I've met though has been really great. So he's been the only one that like was pretty rude. And you know, I mean, I'm never gonna excuse that kind of behavior, but you never really know what's going on with somebody, you know? Like, who knows how he was feeling that day or whatever. Maybe he didn't eat lunch. Maybe he was just in a crappy mood. He's working all day. Like, I don't know, but I just know. Yeah, like,
no, there's no reason to treat anybody like that.
Yeah, it was bad. And then the other story, it has to do more so with like etiquette when you're digging. I'm of the belief that if the box is like open and nobody is digging there, it's all free game, right? Like you can just jump in and start looking. So there was one time when I went and like, I think some people do it so that like they start at the beginning, like at say A or whatever, and they get really mad if you jump into like B or C because that's what they're going to do next. So they think you're kind of like cutting in line or something. So I have done that. I like jumped into a free one that nobody was at, and this guy just kept dogging me. Like he just was not happy. And then he like sped up, and then he went behind me and was like huffing and puffing, like hovering over my shoulder, waiting for me to finish. It was horrible, and I took my time, and I was just like, I don't know. Do I want this one? Oh, good thing I found this key. Oh, cool. You know, it's like, it was, I don't know what's wrong with people, but yeah.
And that's the thing, you know, you just gotta, you go out there and you hunt, and people were to huff and puff behind you, you know, go to the next box, damn it.
Yeah, and it's not like, I wouldn't have gone that slow, obviously, if he wasn't being rude already. You know, I do have etiquette, but...
Harry says that's when you drop a fart. And he's right behind you.
I'll keep that in mind for next time. But yeah, those were like the worst stories I have for like cons.
That or like if you're going through a box and you got books out, so you put them like next to you, and if somebody goes through the books that you've picked out.
Oh my God.
I've had that happen once or twice, and I look at the person, I'm like, what the heck are you doing? Get the heck out of here. Don't you know who I am?
Yeah. You're a jabroni that hunting on your knees, got your books on top, and now looking at your books.
Yeah, you're crazy. Get out of here. You know, I'm a little bit bigger of a guy, so nobody really messes with me if I look at them crazy. But I can just imagine some people have trouble. Like, no, these are my books. I've heard those stories too, where you put the books down and somebody will pull one of the books you pulled.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't want to get in a fight. You don't want to argue at a con, so you kind of just let it happen, I guess. Not me. Like, oh no, that is mine.
What if that person was your friend?
Whoa.
No.
That happened to me. That happened to me.
Oh no. You are not my friend.
Oh my God. So actually we're like really good friends from high school. So she's like almost part of the family. So I really didn't get too mad or anything. And it wasn't like a crazy book or anything. But I was digging and she came along with me and I put my stack there and I was like, all right, I'm ready to go. Grab my books. And then I realized I like left some behind. Actually, she came to me and was like, hey, you left these 2 books behind. I was like, oh, great. And she was like, I'm going to take them. I was like, okay. And she was like, yeah, I like them. I'm going to take them. Okay. And I'm like,
what did she take?
It was just like 2 like random Wonder Womans. It wasn't anything crazy. So I was like, yeah, it's fine. I go digging all the time. I'll probably bump into it again. So I was just like, that is not the etiquette. But
you're not supposed to do that.
Yeah. But she's my friend, so I was like, all right, this is the one time. The one time I'll let it go.
Let me just. I'm sorry, JoJo. Give me 1 second here. I just want to say something real quick. Kayla, the comic Smurf, just said, "Bro, you touch my books, you better be ready for a fight
for keeps."
Man, yeah, man.
Oh yeah, it's pretty funny.
Man.
But
are you? So I've learned to do this over time from looking through boxes and going to flea markets and going to cons. Is I'll be looking through my box, but I'll be looking at the other 2 boxes that somebody else is going through at the same time.
Peripheral.
Because nobody's gonna mess with my box. I'm in this box, so I'm looking at 4 boxes. So if I see something and they're not pulling, so that happened at the very beginning of my comic collecting career. I was going through a box and my buddy Alan was going through the next box, but he's looking at mine. And I passed up on a book. I don't want to say what the book is. I feel like a total complete idiot. I passed it up. And he, as soon as I was done with the box, he's like, hey, are you done with this box? Are you sure you're done with this box? Yeah, I don't want anything in there. He goes in, pulls the book, and he's like, dude, I can't believe you.
Oh my God, burn.
But hey, you know, it happens sometimes, guys.
It does, yeah.
But I'll never pull it like, okay, once the person has left, I'll let them leave, and then I'll jump and grab the book that I saw that I wanted. But I won't go through it while they're going through it at the same time. You know, that's etiquette.
But it's pretty cool at times. I'm sorry, JoJo, but you have vendors, but not vendors, but people that go out hunting, and they'll leave off certain books sticking out. Like if you want this book or not, you know, maybe they had it in their PC already, so they'll leave it hanging out. So I'll look at it. I'll be like, all right, I have it already. But that's a cool thing about certain, you know, people that collect comics. They'll leave an issue out.
Yeah.
So
yeah, you're right. A lot of the vendors do that. I've seen that a lot, where they like pull out the keys, kind of like leave them half up, so you can just go grab it. But yeah.
Or like they'll put like they'll pull one up that's like just Captain America. It's not a key, it's just Captain America. So you know, okay, this where this book is sticking up, that's Captain America run, or this is where the Batman are, or whatever. Like I've seen that a lot too. It might not necessarily be a key because they don't want a key sticking out because it could get bent and something could happen. So they'll put a book that's not a key, but it's in that same run. They'll stick that one out. $1 book they don't care about. I've seen that.
Yeah.
Point well said, Edwin. Thank you, sir.
I know a thing or two, Rod.
Because
This time because I've
right now,
seen a thing or two.
because we read a thing or two, and JoJo's in the house, and she knows a thing or two.
Or 3.
Or 3. Whoa. And what's 3, JoJo? What's the 3?
I don't know. It's just my favorite number. That's all.
So, it's his favorite number. So, do we have a favorite issue, number 3, somewhere laying around? Now they mentioned.
No.
Oh.
Number 3? No.
A number
I don't.
3.
Not a favorite number 3. I don't think so.
Yeah, so now it's time to go hunting for issue 3 for you, girl.
Yeah, right? I never thought about doing that.
How about a 300?
No,
I think 300 ASM, Amazing Spider-Man.
300. Sadly, I can't say that I do have that. But I do have this that I got recently.
Oh.
You guys want to see how much I paid for it?
Yes.
Yes.
He's like, yes. It might be backwards. I don't know.
I can't
Can
see.
you see it?
Ooh, nice.
$159.
That's a good price.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. And it was actually at a toy store. So, yeah, they knew what they had for sure, obviously, but I think they just kind of wanted to get rid of it. But yeah, it was a random find. I was like just shopping around, and yeah, I usually go there for like figures and stuff. They have a lot of good deals there. It's actually called Brad's Toys and Collectibles. It's a bigger store out here. They have, I think, 2 locations, but I could always find like really neat stuff out there because they you could tell they go shopping a lot for like bigger hauls, bigger just collections. And anyway, they have comics there, and every once in a while I find something good, but a lot of times people don't go there for comics, it's just for the toys. And so a lot of stuff I've already seen or looked through, but this time they had this one like just on its own, like up at the top on the wall, and I was like, that's crazy. And that's a really good deal. What's wrong with it? And honestly, I mean, it's not in like perfect condition.
That was my question. What's that condition on that?
I would say it's like a mid-grade. There's really nothing terribly wrong with it. The bottom staple, it's still attached and everything, but it's kind of a little loose. So that's the only thing. You can't see it, obviously, but that's one of the drawbacks, I guess, is that, you don't want to mess with it too much because then it might become detached.
So I'm looking on eBay because I want to see like how great your deal, and that deal was awesome.
Yeah, it was. I was so I don't pull the trigger on like bigger books a lot of the times, but this one I just couldn't refuse it. I was like, wow, that's nuts. Like, I know on eBay they're going for a lot. So
it's first Harley. That book is still, Harley Quinn's gonna be one of those characters that's around for a long time. Joker's girlfriend.
Exactly.
That's a great first appearance to have.
Yeah. So it was one of those times you just know, right? It's like, yeah, if you have the money, sometimes you need to go for it.
Pull the trigger.
So, yep.
So, JoJo. So, how many slabs do you have in your collection?
I don't have too many, honestly. I have like, probably about 10, if that. Maybe like 7 to 10, somewhere around there. Usually auction buys. Yeah, I see. If ever I watch an auction, and because like I usually don't go looking for them otherwise. Yeah. Not that I have anything against it. I just like the raws a lot more.
Ooh, look at Edward's background.
I don't have too many slabs either. I just counted. I got like 9, almost 100.
That means minus 99. He only has one. Oh, he gave it to me right there.
Oh yeah, I did do a A-OK to Rod. I felt like that was a book you should have, brother.
Well, And that's what
the
community's for,
that's
man.
sweet.
But like I
Yeah.
said, man, I give a book away, then the comic karma gods are like, ooh, comic jabroni, here, have all of this.
And I
It
mailed
is
them
true.
Out, I mailed them out at Turok.
That's it. Two rock, baby.
Oh,
But like,
man.
you know, comic karma, man, it's a thing. It really is.
hmm
They have
It really is true, though, man.
Yeah.
There's no other words for it.
It's cool.
I don't know.
Because there's the book that I'm out there searching for a White Tiger. Oh man, Kung Fu magazine, and there's people that have been reaching out to me, and there's something happening. I can't wait. So yeah, there's something in the works.
Oh, snap.
And yeah, I can't. We'll wait for
Not
it.
even a hint. Not even a hint.
I can't do that. I can't do that, JoJo. I'm sorry, I can't do that. But I'm excited.
Brother. Come on, brother. Tell us after the live show.
I can't
after the live show.
I can't. It's gonna open up doors for another person, and I cannot do that right now. I'm sorry, I cannot do that.
Okay, we see how it is.
I know.
See how it
Ooh. Wow, look at JoJo.
I'm just kidding.
Comic triple threat, man.
Hey guys, I'm sorry that Jeffrey's not here. The invite was sent. Hey, he's probably working, and I respect that. Which you know, it is what it is, guys. So
it
let me
happens.
just take a look at the chat. I'm sorry, guys. Let me see who's on here. Comic Foe 2814 in the house. Chad 90 MF Comics in the house. Steve Whiting, Chris Barrett. What's up? Sam Tangles Web. What is going on, Sam? And Chris Barrett. What is going on? I think everyone's name is.
Well, Chad, did you say Chad 90 MF Comics?
Yes, sir.
That's my fellow turtle brother right there. Thursdays. Review and a half shell, guys, on Thursdays.
Dropping knowledge. Hey, JoJo, you like turtles?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, there you go, Edwin.
Let's see what I got here.
Here we go. Here we go. This drops on not.
It's just the first volume.
Signed by Eastman too.
Yeah.
Very nice.
He comes to Vegas all the time. So let me know if y'all need a signature at all.
Yes. I'm going to mail you books.
There you go.
Now I
There
know.
you go.
Now I
Yeah.
know.
PopDotComix in the house, hooking up Edwin the comic jabroni.
I love, man. I've only met him. I've met him once. He came here to San Antonio to the comic shop that I shop at, and he signed 2 books. And
cool.
dude, it was an awesome experience. He was an awesome guy.
He's cool. Yeah, I like him.
Definitely awesome guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And Eastman, talking about Eastman, he dropped his new publishing company this week. He had 2 books. That Ronin Ragdoll.
Oh, I heard about that. How was that?
They were good, and they go as a pair. I think the other one was called Bleeding Comics. But it's a good story. It's kind of based around him and Peter Laird. And then there's a comic within a comic. So that Ronin Ragdolls is a story that he published inside that other comic. So they give you a one shot of Ronin Ragdolls. And it's basically turtles, but as cats.
Interesting.
But it was good. It's really good. And I think it's
cool.
a long-term hold, guys. If you can find that book, definitely hold on to that.
All right. I'll try to see if I can still find any.
I'm sorry, JoJo.
Oh, no, it's fine. Continue.
I will say this, though. I went to the shop. I did pick up IDW. I'm telling you, Roll the Bones. I want to read it so bad. The art looks nice. I mean, I think, Edwin, this is right up your alley. I think it's something you would like.
I saw it at the shop and I didn't get it. And then I'm looking online, and it's a book that's selling for like $10 to $15 online now.
Are you serious?
I'm dead. Like a heart attack, brother.
There was only one book left, and I talked about it on Buyer Pass.
You did.
And JoJo, this is something I think you will like. It's kind of dark, actually.
Kind of dark.
It is, because she likes that gruesome stuff.
I do.
And so that's what she's into. She likes Halloween, and now look at her stuff, man.
Wait, you don't like? I thought you were a brony. You don't like that is a real thing. Those people love My Little Pony.
Hey, you got a family. You want them to read a comic book. You break them into a comic book. My Little Pony. But,
That's a cartoon too, right?
Yeah, it was a cartoon like back in the 80s, and then they brought it back.
I remember watching the cartoon a long
what's
time
wrong
ago.
with the 80s?
Nothing, dude. I was born in the 80s. It's the greatest decade, man, ever.
Mhm.
Here we go again. Oh man,
I don't know about the 60s when you came up, Rod.
I was born in the 50s, but I still look good for it.
Yeah, you do.
No, whatever, guys, man. Whatever, man. Just having a good time here, man. This Edwin, who's in the chat one more time before we get off the show?
I collect a lot in the chat. That's somebody that I didn't see earlier.
Oh yeah,
Fictional Reality Arts LLC. Can't wait to read that comic that he put out, man. Really excited about that, guys. Definitely go look him up. Stay Puff in the house. Stay Puff 1983. If you do not follow Stay Puff on Instagram, definitely go follow that man on Instagram. He puts out some fire content. I absolutely love like the hip hop videos. He's a hip hop head, so he's definitely putting out a lot of hip hop stuff. I dig it. Mr. Comic 89 in the house. Thank you for joining us. We got some fire chat room people here tonight, guys.
Victor Orland in the house. He's from Puerto Rico. Victor Orland from Puerto
Victor
Rico.
Orland, I'm still here. I'm glad you are, man. Thank you for joining and staying with us.
Nice.
I'm not as good as Jeff is at this. I apologize.
No, you don't have to apologize for anything because we have Rod, we have JoJo, we have the Combat Jabroni rocking out a very good show, Coast to Coast Comics. JoJo, once we're off the show, what you got going on? Are you going out to eat a nice steak or something? Or
Probably, yeah. I'll probably go have some dinner. Maybe, I don't know. Is there any other movie that's good that's out right now besides Brightburn?
I told you, John Wick.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Wick. Go watch
Maybe I'll go catch that. Yeah. How about you guys?
Well, I'm gonna watch some wrestling probably. I know this is a topic I would not touch, but I am going to probably pay-per-view All Elite Wrestling. I'm going to pay-per-view it. I am. I'm sorry, Edwin. And JoJo's not a wrestling fan. She's mixed martial arts. And she will whip my ass any day.
Actually, JoJo, you're in Vegas. That's where it's happening tonight. There's a huge wrestling thing going on in Vegas this weekend.
So, Rod, that's what you were talking about then, huh?
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
So that's like a huge event or what?
There's a huge event going on in Vegas this weekend. That's what you should go do.
Maybe.
There you go.
What arena is it at, or stadium, or?
MGM Grand, I think.
MGM Grand, yeah, I don't know.
MGM, okay.
Yeah, All Elite Double or Nothing tonight.
Wow.
And then but the other thing going on is at StarCast, which is like a huge, like just a wrestling like con. A wrestling convention going on.
Where's that at?
In Vegas.
Oh,
I don't know, somewhere in Vegas. I'd imagine that it's not that big of a town. It's got to be somewhere there.
JoJo busy with real business. Hanging out with us. That's what she's doing.
Of course.
Lady Fantastic says, I heard wrestling is like soap operas for dudes. Just don't get it. It really is. It really is a soap opera for guys.
I used to watch back in the day with like Undertaker and Stone Cold and Chyna and all them.
The heyday. That was like the peak wrestling.
Oh, don't worry. Undertaker's gonna fight Goldberg coming.
Oh yeah, he's still around.
He's still around?
Yeah, he's still around.
Oh my god.
It's sad to say, rest in peace, Chyna is not around.
I know. I did hear about that, yeah.
Wow. Man, it'd be pretty cool.
That's crazy.
To hang out without just watching a wrestling event that we'd never see before.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Dan Piercy wants to know, and this is a question I had too. He says, "Can we talk some video editing stuff? What
Sure.
editor do you use?
Premiere
Adobe?
Pro all the way. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I've heard
Hmm.
good things about that one. With
It's
Perry
just a lot.
Comics, he tried to put me on DaVinci, and it's like over my head.
Premiere, I mean, it's still going to be kind of tough because it's not like iMovie or anything. Like, you still kind of have to know what you're doing, but it's just a lot more flexible and it'll take like any type of video, really.
So that's what I
So,
use. I use iMovie.
okay, yeah.
I mean, it does everything that I need, does
Yeah.
transitions, but I kind of want to step
I
my
don't,
game up a little bit.
yeah, I don't really knock on the other ones. Like, as long as it does what you need it to do, that's fine. But yeah, if you want to step it up, I would say Premiere.
The only thing with Premiere is it's a monthly subscription service, right?
Yep. Yep. Yep.
So it's like $20 a month for that one.
Mm-hmm. Something like that. But it works really well also with like Photoshop and the others like After Effects. And yeah, I have no issues with it really, besides the fact that they keep doing updates and sometimes those updates cause like glitches, which are annoying at times, but for the most part it's pretty reliable.
Nice.
Yeah.
So with that being said, guys, I just want to thank everyone that's been in the chat that's been hanging out with us the entire night. And JoJo, Edwin, man, I'm sorry, Jeffrey, you're not here, but hey guys, it's 9 o'clock. I want to keep it at least an hour. Everyone has stuff to do, but with that being said, I want to say, Edwin, do you have anything going on coming up on your channel and all that good stuff?
Man, I feel like I've been dropping so much content recently, just trying to get ready because, like I told you guys, I'm going to be gone in June for 3 weeks. So I've been recording a lot of videos so that while I'm gone, I can still like release some content. So I've got like my top 5 NES games, and I'll be putting some video to that. I'm gonna be talking about these turtles back here. So I'm gonna be
Cool.
like my top 5 favorite Ninja Turtle figures, top 5 Batman cover. I mean, I'm going crazy with these top 5s just to get some content out there for you guys. But you know that Buyer Pass is on Tuesdays, and Edwin the Comic Jabroni gonna be there for you guys.
Nice.
And JoJo, I know you have a busy schedule, as always. We know that already. But do you have anything coming up? You're off this whole weekend with the whole holidays and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Are
thank
you
goodness.
now doing anything? Just you maybe just relax, not do nothing. Turn off your whole social media.
I will probably do that on Monday. On Sunday, tomorrow, I'll probably do some filming, probably do a Brightburn review. So you can look out for that. And then I'm looking to do another collectible haul. So yeah, keep an eye out for that as well. Probably a little later in the week though. But yeah. So yeah, that's what I do. I film all one day and then I put them up and post them like later on. So a lot of times the videos you see of mine were actually recorded like a week ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what you got to do. That's what you got to do sometimes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But your videos are just like, but just one more question, but
One more
your
question.
videos are like amazing, JoJo, and it's just like
Oh, thank you.
You guys put so much time into your stuff. So, oh my God, I mean, everyone, how much time you put into your video, and JoJo, how much time you put into one video, like with the hours, like either 2, 3, or 4, 5, 6, 7, or whatever it is. That's a question for everyone. A question for JoJo. So, with that being said, that's it.
You want to go first?
Yes, ma'am.
Go ahead, JoJo.
So it really just depends on like the filming part of it. Just depends on if I feel like I'm saying it the way that I want to say it. Because sometimes I'll have to redo it because it's like that didn't sound good. I need to redo that. So sometimes the perfectionist in me comes out, and that makes things take a little longer. But yeah, I guess the filming also depends on the type of video, because those unboxing videos that I do where I just unbox like 12 all at once, that thing takes like hours. That thing takes like 2 hours, 3 hours
Wow.
of me just opening boxes. So what you see like after it's edited, it's an hour and 25 minutes for those unboxings, which is crazy. But actually, the retention rate on those videos are like way better because of it. So like, the viewer retention on the analytics and stuff is really good for longer videos. So that alone is like 2 hours, and then the editing for that takes like, I do it in like half an hour intervals, so I don't do it all at once. So it's kind of hard to say, but like probably another hour.
Damn.
Yeah, to do that. And then that export takes forever. I leave it overnight.
Yeah.
And then same with the upload. I just leave it. Yeah, I leave it overnight as well, usually. But that's for like my longest videos. My shorter ones, like whether it's like the movie review or like the reaction video I just did, those are way faster. Those, because they don't really require too many edits. So it'll be like 10 minutes to film. It'll be like another maybe, I don't know, 20 minutes, half an hour tops to like edit it, and then the upload is really short as well. So it just depends what kind of video I'm doing.
Right, Jojo. With that being said, there's a question for you, Jojo, from Victor Olan. He's asking, what's your favorite comic?
My favorite comic? Ooh, that's hard.
Oh, you got some. Oh, you got some. Okay.
Oh yeah, I love to karaoke. Oh, that's a tough question. I don't know if I have an answer for that.
If you had to pick one,
I guess at the moment it's this.
Woo. Woo.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so Edwin. So, what you got going on?
Oh when I edit a video, I guess because I'm so used to iMovie, and iMovie is very quick and easy to edit. I know exactly what I want to throw in. I record a video, probably takes me like 20, 25 minutes, depending on how long the video is.
Mm-hmm.
And then probably takes me like maybe another 20, 25 minutes to edit, because I know I go into the video knowing what I want to show, where all the cuts are going to be at. All I got to do is minimal editing, but throw some music in there or throw some pictures that I put up, but it doesn't really take me long. What took me forever was trying to figure out how to use DaVinci, which Perry still hasn't shown me how to use. And that took me like an hour to get nothing out of it. I couldn't figure it out. It was over my damn head. Maybe because iMovie is so easy and simple.
Yeah.
When I get something that's a little bit more difficult, I lose my mind.
Yeah, that DaVinci don't work for me.
I haven't used DaVinci, but I think it's similar to Premiere from what I'm told.
Yeah, I'm hoping to get Adobe here, Premiere soon, and see. I'm gonna check that one out. Or Final Cut Pro, I heard, is really good too.
Yeah, that one's good too. I used to use that.
Well, guys, with that being said, I would like to take the minute to say thank you, JoJo, for coming back for the second time, and it's an honor for you to accept the invitation. And
thanks for having me.
Will you accept the third invitation? It's a question.
Of course, anytime. Well, as long as it's a weekend.
All right. Well, we'll try to book it on July, whatever, August, whatever your schedule is.
Yeah.
Edwin, you're the man, brother.
Thank you, sir, for having me on Coast to Coast, man. Definitely wanted to show up tonight to support you and say hi to JoJo.
Yeah, Jeffrey, sorry you're not here, but I hope everything is well. And this is Coast to Coast Comics, JoJo, PopDotComix. Follow her channel right now. That's all I gotta say. PopDotComix. Follow her on Instagram. Edwin the Comic Jabroni, same name. YouTube, Instagram.
Woo.
You know where to find us. As always, I'm just your boy Rod the Rican. And with that being said, guys, have a good night. Be safe, and don't do anything I wouldn't do.
Eeh.